Hello and welcome back to the She Leads the Way podcast, where we celebrate women in business and women in life. I'm your host, Nikki Bedford, and today we're joined by Sawsan Saad. She is a much-loved TV and radio presenter at Dubai TV. She also has a PhD in media and sports. She's traveled to more than 21 countries. She's hosted more than 870 events. And today we're talking about her incredible life journey, including how she's made a massive career change to follow her life's purpose. Sawsan, thank you so much for joining us. I'd first like to ask you a little bit about your journey and how you moved into media.
First, thank you for hosting me. She leads the way, you lead the way. And for me, is an amazing experience how women mature nowadays. And I'm so proud of you and each and every one who's watching us.
Thank you so much.
So basically, my journey is a little bit different from anybody's journey. Everyone has their own path. My journey started in 2010 when I graduated from my university to see how I'm gonna do, what kind of path I'm gonna take. But for me, I studied something I did not like because of my mom and dad. I graduated from university I didn't like. I worked in a career I didn't like or even love because of the family. So basically, I was not living my dream. I was living their dream. So I was in this bubble all my life, living others' dreams rather than living my dream, like Sawsan's dream, what she really wants.
Yeah.
So basically, since childhood, I was really active person. I love art. I love literature. At the same time, I'm so nerd. I love physics, chemistry, math, all of this. So I've graduated one of the best students in the science section.
Oh my goodness.
But I really loved when early in the morning, all the students are there in the school and we are like, I'm hosting them. Like I was the host and I really like camera and connecting to people. So it's like, that's what I want. Like I want to act, to be behind camera or in front of camera. Or like I really wanted that.
Yeah.
But because my family, I'm the only child and the only girl in the whole family, so their expectations very high. The way they raised me is very close to perfect, everything to perfect. And I was that kid, but life takes you in a journey of awareness. So when I finished my high school, I was like one of the 10 top students in the UAE. 97.7.
Wow.
High school grade. Yeah, I was
Look at you.
super nerdy, but I don't know.
Love that.
I love to learn anything, anytime, from anyone until death. So I really love to learn. So I was like, Dad, Mom, I finished high school now. Let's discuss. I want to enter media field. My mom, my dad, and I understand now. I'm 34 years old. I understand why my mom and dad at that time, they decided that, no, you're not going to study this. No, I understand. Because when we are kids or when we are teenagers or when we are at our family supervision, we don't realize how we are important to them. We only see what's important to us. So we always have this conflict between the mom and dad or between our the generations and families. Because everyone sees what's important to them. Nobody understands. It's a mutual understanding of what's important to me and what's important to you. And let's meet in the middle and be balanced. Nobody knows that. Nobody even talk about it.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. I was like really okay. Like, okay, you don't want me to study media. What shall I study? Okay, let's see. I went to Egypt, to my country, chemical engineer. I didn't like. I came back to UAE. I studied in Abu Dhabi University, full scholarship because I wasn't like genius student. Like my IQ was high and all of that. It's like, okay, business administration, double major, marketing and finance, minor MIS.
So wait a second. So, and this was big. This was through no interest of yours? You were doing this purely because of what your
The
parents...
norms, the society, the environment.
But not only did you go
Yeah.
and study, you were
Just a scholarship, and they give it to me. And they said, choose which specialization you want. And I said, yeah, marketing, it has some creativity. So I can put my creativity in the high school that I had in it. And finance, I like the science and all, I'm going to put it in it. So that's how it reached how I reached my bachelor degree.
That's so incredibly impressive.
Yeah.
Because you're basically doing everything except what you want to do. Like, you've got finance in there, marketing, business.
Like, I try to customize it to what I want. But I graduated from one of the best university here in UAE. Really, I'm grateful because it gives me the chance to create the theater.
Yes.
Also, I created theater. I was the student council manager, and I was super active in the sports and in the media, theater, Arabic literature, all of that. Besides my studies, I was an A student, 4.4 GPA all the time.
Wow.
For me, it was a piece of cake. Like when the ladies enter the classroom, like, for me, it was like piece of cake. This specialization is a piece of cake for me, because I learned it very fast, and then because I wanted to have a time in between to do my own thing, the theater, the dances that I want to do, the acting that I want to do, the events that I want to create in the university. So I created a community and a hub for this. So what happened is I found myself a place where I empty my creativity, the things that I want to do, with my family, like compromising, like what my family wants to do. Okay, you get that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to find free time to do a McDonald's advertising on TV, this advertising on TV, this theater play on one of the theaters, and etc.
And so you were studying what your parents wanted you to, but they didn't know about what you were doing on the side.
No,
which is your passion.
nobody knows.
This is your little secret.
Okay. So I finished my my university with a bachelor degree, A student. Okay, guys, mom, dad, I want to be a TV presenter, or this is what I want to be. No way. Big rejection of both culture, Jordan and Egypt. Normally, Arabic region, Gulf region, we have this stereotyping about media in general, that this field, it doesn't suit a woman, it doesn't suit you, what you want to choose, and I really wanted to enter sport, so it's full of men, and it doesn't suit you. Like, you should be a queen, you should be treated well. I don't know from where that comes from. Of course, it's like history, but it's like a stereotyping that media field doesn't suit a woman. So, and I was their only daughter.
Okay.
So I understand how afraid they were and all of that. And I said, okay, you know what? Khalas, let's forget being a TV presenter. Let's see what I'm going to do. Then the university hired me in the university as a scholarship assistant.
Wow.
Then I upgraded to coordinator. Then I moved throughout companies. Imagine, I moved throughout semi-government companies, private companies, government companies, until I hold so many positions: sales position, marketing position, the youngest project manager in UAE at that time, 2013. I was the youngest project manager at that time. And I was not comfortable. I was moving. I was not finding myself. I felt empty.
Yeah, I was going to ask
From
you.
company to company. Okay, who pays me more? I'm gonna move. Yalla. You pay me more? Okay, I'm gonna move. Okay, you give me benefits more? I'm gonna move. And I felt so empty.
So what was because that's what I wanted to ask as well, because there's only so long that you can handle something like that. What was your mindset like during that period where you were moving, your parents were telling you what they wanted you to do, you knew what your passion was, but you stuck by what your parents wanted? How did you feel? Like, where was your mindset?
My mindset was, I was unhappy because I'm making others happy. Who is this others is. Society, family, could be friends, it could be. And this is the situation happening. This is the most biggest challenge for those who want to move from phase A to phase B.
Yeah.
For example, changing their careers, marrying someone, opening a business. From the phase they are here to the next phase, the idea of pleasing others is you should boom, never. You should be pleasing yourself.
Absolutely.
First, to be able to move to the next side. Without this, you will stuck there. You will stuck in their problems. You will stuck in their dreams. You will stuck in the companies that you don't like. The manager every day you are seeing is panicking on and on. You will stuck there. Is that the life you want for yourself? And are you willing to give up you now for the version of who you will become later? This is very important because I was not willing to let go myself that time. I was not able to accept myself being alone in this journey. And then I was in a mindset that I'm really desperate and I was not happy. That's why in the free time I used to do the small thing that makes me happy.
Yeah.
And I was telling them, don't put my name, don't put Sawsan Saad, put Sarah, put any name, because if
That's so crazy because moving into media and not using your name.
I cannot, because there is restrictions that time, and there is no social media. A lot of things. We lived in an age where I'm really in the middle,
Yeah.
So I couldn't do anything except do small things.
Yes.
That makes me happy, and this is an amazing thing that helped me that time.
Yeah.
Because those small things that makes me happy, I was doing it for Sawsan.
Yeah.
Not anybody else.
Yeah, good on you.
I was doing it for me. So I was moving from job to job. 1 year here, 6 months there. I don't know what. I was super clever. I finished my job I start 7 a.m. I finished around 10:30. Finish all the Excel sheets, Words, I don't know what, and it's daily jobs behind the chair. I was like, oh my, this is not me. I don't belong in this. I hate sitting on a chair.
Yeah.
Why am I doing this? And I start questioning myself. But I was in a very deep coma because of everything around me. Nothing around me supports me. So basically, another number 2 in that phase is support.
Yes.
Support is very important, but you should find it from yourself first before you look for a support outside. For example, my manager doesn't support me. Oh, no. She is not moving anywhere. While if she supported herself or himself first, wake up, Sawsan, do this. You gotta do it no matter what. Come on, cheer yourself. Be the biggest cheer of yourself. And then when he sees your performance is changing, of course your manager gonna support you later. Not today, not tomorrow. After 1 month, for sure, he gonna come and say, wow, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Impossible, because you're doing good. So everything starts inside you first to become your reality later. This is very important.
So long as you're your biggest cheerleader.
So I was like this. Although I was not happy, although I was doing something I don't like, and I'm against the idea of doing something you don't like, you will never succeed. You will succeed. I succeeded, although I did not like my bachelor degree. I'm an A student.
Yeah.
I succeeded at my work to be the youngest project manager. I hated to go to work every day. I hated everyone. I don't want to just kill me. I don't want to go to work, please. I don't want to do that. But I succeeded. But the difference was, the jump was, I was not happy. I was not full from inside. I was empty. And that changes everything.
So at what point, when was the lowest point for you that you were like, enough is enough, I am making this change?
It was not from me. It was from my manager that time in that company. And I'm super grateful for him. He's an amazing human being. I was looking to my videos on YouTube. That time YouTube was shining. There's no Snapchat with nothing. YouTube was shining at that time. And everyone was doing their advertising. It was not channels. it was like TVCs on TV or like small channels for the brands inside YouTube. They do small videos. But I was seeing one of the biggest ads I acted in for one of the biggest brands. And I was checking my work, like,
Yeah.
no, you like to see yourself sometimes, especially if you do something you like, you want to check it. So I was like, they just dropped it to my email and I opened it and our offices was open and my manager came behind me and I was like putting my headphones and I was like looking to myself and I was like laughing because it was from the new burger of McDonald's. I don't like, it was something new and I was like, yeah, I did great, amazing. Well, I'm so proud of myself. And he was watching. Like, he was like, what? Sawsan, she is inside here. What's happening? And he was laughing behind me. And he was laughing behind me. And I was like, okay. And I was like, I did not see him at all. Then I closed it. I was like, oh my God. I was like, okay. I finished. I just sent the email. I was like, he said, stop. If that's you on the screen, what are you doing on this chair? Exactly. That's how he said it. And I was like, oh, I have goosebumps. I actually do. Okay. And I was like, because I remember that moment. It was really the shift. It's the revolution happened that day. Revolution happens to me that day. And I was like, yeah, you're right. He said, what a great job. What is this? You have a talent. Like, look at you. You act. You like really like you're photogenic. Why you don't do this? And I was like, you're right. But he said, but what? I said, but my mom and my dad, I love them so much. And I don't want them to be mad or sad or I really want to please them, and I will really I'm a really good daughter. He said, good daughter doesn't mean you're living your dad or mom's dream. Good daughter means living her own dream. This is the good daughter. And I was like, you're right. And that day I left early, super sad, crying in my car. I was in Dubai Street. And I love the city so much. Just want to say that Dubai is like the city of my dreams, because the city makes all my dreams a reality. And it's not just saying, it's really, really, really amazing city. So I was like rolling in Sheikh Zayed Road. I was crying, looking at all those buildings, amazing buildings. And the leaders of this country, you learn from them a lot because they are an inspiration. And I was like looking at the street and crying. I was like, I don't want to work anymore. I want to be a TV presenter. God help me, please. Find answers. I don't know what to do. I'm not happy. Look at those buildings. I was like, for sure, those people, they know what they were doing because their dreams, they loved it. And I need to love the things that I'm doing. And I was like talking to myself and to the universe, to the God, whatever you call it.
Yes.
But I was like super upset. I came back home. And then I write an email. I'm taking an off tomorrow. I'm not coming to work. Because I reached to the max.
Yeah.
Like my body, my emotion, my thoughts, khalas, finish of all of this. I need a break.
Yeah.
And it's very important to take a break when you reach to a point where you don't know what to do. When you don't know what to do, when you are super tired emotionally, physically, whatever, it's very essential to take a break with only yourself, doing what you want to do with yourself. And believe me, all answers that you were looking for, it show up.
Yeah.
That's what happens to me. So that day I took off. I said, you know what? I'm going to do extreme sports. I love extreme sports. I drive Formula 3000. I bungee jump. I'm a bungee jumper around the world. I love extreme sports. It gives me this adrenaline, and this is who I am. I feel like I'm an extreme person. And then I went to the gravity zone. It's closed now. It's a place where you do free jumps in Dubai. So I was like, the guy was like, the Egyptian lady from Dubai, first backward jump. Well, she will jump no, because you normally jump forward.
Yes.
But that time I did it so many times. For me, it's a piece of cake. So I was like, today I just want to jump backward. And I was like, he putting the rope, and I was like, it was not like he didn't say 1, 2, 3 even. He's like, let's go, and I jumped. And I finished. I was super happy. It was like, wow, what a day, amazing. I did what I like to do. I'm going to rest. And I was walking, and there is like the director of WWE, Jack, and his wife is a big producer, big production company they have, and they are working with Fox International Channels for a new show.
Yes.
So they are casting for a crazy, adventurous TV presenter for a sport TV show.
Well, here she is.
He was like, I was walking. I was like, hi, how are you? I was like, yes, I'm super, super, super excited to meet you because what you did is like a piece of cake for you. Like, you do this? I said, yeah, I love extreme sports. I do extreme sports a lot. He said, and you have this nice look. Are you willing to do casting for a TV show? At the beginning, I did not hear like,
Yeah.
or see him. I was like, oh, like maybe I'm dreaming or something. Like, I need someone to like not give me a slap, a box. I don't know. It was like, I looked right and left and I was like looking at him. I was like, is that like inside me? Is that real? I was like, no way. Did I manifest it? Am I waiting this or what's going on? Okay, this is the answer. Shall I say that I don't have experience? But I want to and tell him the sad story.
Yeah.
I have an opportunity. I have to take it. Or shall I just not lie, but tell him, yes, I know how to be a TV presenter. Yes, I'm willing.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the second option.
Yeah.
I told him, yes, I'm willing to be a TV presenter. I have a lot of work on YouTube.
I am a big deal.
I'm a big deal. Like, I market myself very well,
Yeah.
honestly. I market my ability because I believe in me.
As you could.
This is the only one who was believing in me that time. Only me believing in me. And this is really normal. All the great people, all the great successful stories, all the great companies, brands, etc. When they started, nobody was believing in them, even their moms and dads, even their sisters and brothers. They were the first one to believe in themselves first. That's why they reached to where they are now. So I believed in me and I was like, yes, I'm willing. Then I went to the production company. I entered to do the casting. I did the casting. He said, jump here. I jumped here, do this without script. I did it. Let's go do this and that. He took me a photo. You know, they took a photo in casting. But when I entered the room, the big wall has a lot of big names in Arabic channels. Who am I? I was like doubting myself here. Who am I to compete with those beautiful ladies in the board? First, they are like years ahead of me. They have their own shows. One of them is like the Egyptian queen. Wow. I said, no, the hell, they will never choose me. Never. I will never be a TV presenter with this competing with all of those women. But I was like, you know what? But I don't mind it. I'm grateful. That's what I was saying. I'm grateful for this journey. At least I did the casting and I felt how a director feel. I was like talking to myself, waiting him because he was printing stuff. And I was like, thank God, alhamdulillah. You know, I'm grateful. They chose me or they didn't choose me, I'm good. He came, printing my picture. Exactly. Printing my picture. I was here. He came. He said, team, forget about all of this. And he did this with his hand, all of his pictures falling down on the floor. Wow. All the pictures, all the TV presenters that I was like comparing myself to are on the ground. Welcome, Sawsan Saad. And I was like,
that would have been such a surreal moment.
Wow. It was amazing. And I filmed the first show, Al Batal, the channel, on Fox International channels. And we're all over UAE. It was an MMA sport, mixed martial arts with challenges show. It was an amazing experience. Literally, in my work starts from 10 to 6. Yeah. I used to come very late every time in my daily job, office job. My work at the TV started at 4 a.m. in the morning. I used to wake up 2:30 and I'm ready. And I'm super full, energetic, happy that I'm going to do it. To cut the story short, that time was really, really an amazing time. 4 months passed of shooting the show, passed like magic. I finished it. I said, now I have to face reality. I resigned from my work. You know what? I don't want this work anymore. I don't feel happy. It's not me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Goodbye. I resigned. I did the show and everything and came back home to my mom and dad.
Yeah, how we a parent.
By the way, I was shooting. Nobody knows. not my friends, nobody knows that I'm doing this.
So no one knew you were doing such long hours?
Nothing. Nobody knows anything that I'm shooting my...
How long were you doing that for?
4 months. Nobody knows because I was not able to talk to anybody about it.
Yeah.
So I said, this is the moment, because I resigned, apparently, and I have to come back home because I was living in Dubai and I have to go to where I come from, the city. And I was like, Mom, Dad, brothers, you know what? I have a show every Friday, Wednesday, and Saturday on FX Movie, FX Sport, and Fox International Channel. And boom, my dad said, impossible, my daughter do that to me.
Oh, no.
My mom does not talk to me.
Oh, wow. So, were you expecting this reaction?
The thing is, I expected even more.
Mm.
I put all the bad scenarios that are going to happen because I said, what can happen?
Yeah.
I live my dream and I'm going to do it. What happens, happens. That's it. I did what I want and it feels so great. And I should let them know that what I did is amazing.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, it was a big war, literally a big war.
And how are they now?
Now they are my biggest fan.
Of course they are. Yeah.
They are my biggest fans because they saw my choices, how I represent myself on camera, how I talk. I work in the most exciting field ever, sports and media. It's amazing and elevating.
Yeah.
When you do interviews with sport athletes, you see where they come from, the struggles, the coach, the player, the sport itself. It's amazing. It has a lot of human stories in it, and it's a rich field.
Yeah.
So they supported me. They are with me now, and I was like, but I lost my work now. Like my income, I was really independent. I was no income now, 4 months, and it's just a temporary work where season, shoot season and stuff. And it was not a permanent job where I'm going to be a full TV presenter. And then, okay, what's the next step, Sawsan, now? What you going to do? So basically, you're going to learn because you missed a lot in media. You didn't study media. You didn't work, only this experience. So start to work on yourself.
Yes.
So what's the best idea that I did is to start enroll myself with media courses, TV presenting courses. I registered a master's degree in international media to start to learn the booklet, how the things are properly done in this field.
Yes.
With paper, with pen, like how it's done. I experienced one show. It's amazing experience in action and in motion and, physical experience. But when you learn and enrich yourself, you become an expert in your field.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you become an expert. Like you're reading your manual, like you really do the fundamental things in order to succeed. And that's what I did. And I started to do castings and I started to do shows in big TV television and Arabic region. And then I reached to a level where
you were super confident. You knew exactly what you were doing.
Yeah, what I want to do. And I reached to an international level even not only regional, but also I went out international.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I want to ask, what advice would you give women or anyone really who is currently in a career that they're like, this is absolutely not me, I'm not happy? What advice would you give them to make that move for themselves?
For me, I don't believe in one advice because a lot of advices are like really suitable in a certain moment or a period of time you are facing. So in that phase, first of all, are they willing to really let go what they have now to what they're going to become later? One thing. Second thing, what they are doing, the small acts matters for the big acts. What they are doing to fulfill their happiness now. Even they are sad in their career, they don't like it, etc. What the small things they are doing to fulfill themselves. And third, once you realize that you are living in others' lives, a lot of problems and challenges starts to come. For example, if you love what you do, it's no more work for you.
Yes.
Any challenge, any problem you will face, it becomes something like fun to do, not something like, what, I have problem today, the camera shut down. It's okay. It happens when you love it. But when you don't love it, you bring a lot of stress, and a lot of stress causes you a lot of disease. A lot of disease causes to a miserable person.
Yes.
Do you want that? So first, ask yourself, what do I really want? Miserable life, unhappy, sad, doing nothing about it, or doing small things to become who I want to come and start the action.
Yeah.
So it's a choice. So what do you choose now? What do you want now in order to become what you want to be in the future?
Yeah.
Or in now, in the present moment. So what are you doing towards it? Are you sleeping all day? Are you watching shows all day? Are you numbed? Okay, if you're numbed, then there's a very beautiful solution. Cut off your environment totally. Totally. Take an off day, travel, meet new people, stop communicating with your current environment, because it's gonna give you a clarity of what you want exactly. Sit with yourself first and check yourself every time. What do I want? So how I'm gonna do it, etc., etc. This brainstorm with yourself gonna give you a clarity. If you don't have a clarity about anything, about nothing, you're numbed, you cannot move, you cannot do this and that, I recommend to do some beautiful actions that will really help you.
Yeah.
Nail stopper, the one you stop on the nail and it has like a needle under beneath. The nail pail, they call it nail pail.
I don't know.
Okay, you stop in a wooden board.
Yes.
That has like needles or something, like it's painful.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not comfortable to stop at it. It's really painful. I tried. It's really painful. But how they do it in psychotherapy, they heal the pain with pain.
Yes.
And they heal you with discomfort, because any small action you take, it's not going to be comfortable. Waking up early is not comfortable. Going to the gym is not comfortable. A lot of things that we do in our day is not comfortable, and it will never be comfortable. It's not comfortable and it will never be comfortable. So get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Try new experiences. This is a nice experience that will unleash a little bit, a lot of emotions and thoughts in your head, and will make you do what you like in uncomfortable way, because the decision I took to resign, it was not comfortable for me.
No.
Never. I'm gonna lose my work, my source of income, and they were amazing. So this is uncomfortable, but look where I reached today.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be uncomfortable in the beginning. Later on, you will be comfortable with it, with this decision that you make. So do small things that makes you happy. Try to learn how I'm gonna heal myself from this. Okay, what I'm gonna do. Try different approaches. See what others doing. Learn more about yourself more than about others.
Yes.
Start liking yourself. Post on Instagram. Just put like on yourself first before checking who gonna like you, because we are all trapped in how people see us.
Yeah.
We are trapped in how our managers see us. But did you ask yourself, how do you see yourself in the mirror? Like, how do you see yourself? Look at the mirror and look at you. What do you want? Just what do you want, Sawsan? What do you want today? Why you're doing what you're doing? Like, question yourself.
Yeah.
All this, and I'm sure there's timeline for each and every one. I figured it out when I was 25. Maybe you're gonna figure it out in 40s, 60s, 70s, 80s. But at the end of the day, I believe that everyone gonna figure it out.
Absolutely.
Everyone
I agree with that as well.
And everyone gonna live really their dreams a reality if they just believe in themselves and work in themselves and just live it. Like, this is life. It's never comfortable. Life, it's never comfortable. It's always gonna be uncomfortable. Are you willing to go to this roller coaster journey of being uncomfortable, going down, going up, going down, going up, problems, challenges? Are you willing to be that version of yourself each and every time in each and every phase or not? You know what I mean? So for me, this is the journey that I have been through. And I'm really grateful for each and every person in this journey. I'm really grateful for all the experiences. There's a lot of times where I was sad, I was like depressed, I was like really down, even in my career. But the trick is when you always come back to yourself, you always know the way.
Yes.
When you always come back to yourself, you always know the way to what you want. Always, always. Just come back to yourself. Something happening now, stop it. Come back to yourself. Sit down alone. Focus. Set new goals. Do new experiences. Meet new people to restart again. And start again because believe me, this life is always starting from zero.
Yeah.
Like you become like Tom Hanks once, I saw a podcast for him. He was like, you're happy now? This shall pass. You are great, doing great and good. This shall pass. You are sad. You don't like your job. This shall pass. So it's an amazing how he summarized life that everything is temporary. So this shall pass.
Yeah, I love that.
So don't just overthink it. Just do it. Go do it. Like start now.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. What an incredible journey. And it's so nice to hear that if you just take yourself outside of your comfort zone and just do what you want to do, that's the most rewarding part of life.
Yeah. For me, there's no comfort zone.
Yeah.
There's always uncomfort.
Amazing.
Always and always. There's no, it's like everything has two sides. But for me, this life is like uncomfortable to make you the comfortable person later.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Feel free. It's okay. So I also Australia. She pronounced my name Sawsan, like I come from an Arabic country. It goes like from Australia. But she didn't pronounce it. For sure, he didn't pronounce it. Sawsan. And I don't mind.
It was so nice to have you in here.